I'd like talking you back inside of Hot Springs County High School, home of the Bobcats. We're getting set for freshman boys basketball. Thermopolis Bobcats and the Arapahoe Warriors, the boys team known as the Ba'ehiha. This should be a really... There we go, Ba'ehiha. These guys are ready to play, the Arapahoe Warriors and the Thermopolis Bobcats. Of course, we'll be calling Arapahoe by their Arapahoe language name throughout the course of this broadcast, as well as we did with the girls team. Of course, feel free to correct my pronunciation if you do know Arapahoe. Also, I'm an Arapahoe learner right now, so of course that little extra help is appreciated because outside of these broadcasts, I am learning Arapahoe. So, yeah. Ones to watch here, Jacoby Elder will be one to watch today, Trevin Schaefer and Tyler Morris. We were informed before the game by Troy Weishart that David King is not in the game today. He apparently was homesick today, so we will not see him in today's matchup. The ones to watch for Arapahoe will be Brett Martell, Dante Bigleggins, and Good Lance Lone Bear. We're underway as Thermopolis will win the tip. It's Arapahoe versus Thermopolis freshman boys basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. Trevin Schaefer with it. He'll launch it up. No good. Underneath, Ammon gave us. It's up and it's in. Bobcats on top by 2. And we are officially started here. The first points of the game. It took the girls like 3 minutes to score the first basket. Not so long time this time. Brandon White Eagle will give this one back. Number 21, Dante Bigleggins. Far side, volleyballs at number 25, or 35, I think, with this one. Nathaniel Antelope, he'll give it up underneath. 24 with it. This is, I actually don't know, actually number 34, Brett Martell. This one's taken away. Gives it up underneath to Trevin Schaefer. Arapahoe playing a quick style of basketball that we saw with the girls. Martinez, left side to Trevin Schaefer, back door to Martinez. Picks up the dribble, side steps, gives up left side here to Jacoby Elder, I think this is. Left side. We actually did not know that Elder was even in the starting lineup. He's still one of our ones to watch. Martinez, shot is up, it's in, 3! Trevin Schaefer. And Schaefer let it fly on that one. Here comes Arapahoe with it. Number 35 with it. This is Nathaniel Antelope. Shot is up and a foul. And with that, that will send the Ba'ehiha to the line here. Please keep in mind, I am still trying to get this down. Out of respect for Arapahoe Charter, we will be calling them by their Arapahoe name probably more often than we will their English name. So we apologize if you're a little confused by why we're calling them that instead of the Warriors. We're using the Arapahoe name for this team. Checking into the game, number 1. Shot is up and it's no good. We did not get the number for number 1, so down the other side of the floor, tries to give it to Martinez. This one will go out of bounds. We'll probably try to collect his name once we get back down there at halftime for the scorebook. Keep in mind, the roster we were given, they have the player names first and last, but they do not have their numbers nor their year on the roster for some reason. Arapahoe did not give Hot Springs County High School the numbers for these players, just the names. So any subs that come into the game for Arapahoe may be incomplete. Far side shot on its way. It's up and in. First basket. Number 23. I think that was Brandon White Eagle on the shot there. Shot on its way. Martinez up and in. Can't get it to go. Rebounded there by Brett Martell. This one taken back away. Tyler Morris. It's up and it's in. Morris will go to the line, I think, to shoot 1. 7-2. Bobcats on top. The foul, I think, was charged to number 34, Brett Martell. Tyler Morris getting ready for his lone shot here. It's up and it is no good. Rebounded by Martell. Brett Martell being hounded by Schaefer there on the screen, set by Nathaniel Antelope. Here comes number 1 up into the front court. He'll go right side. Back turn, gives it on back. Swings the ball, I have reason to believe. No, I checked that I don't. I was about to take a guess who it was, but shot is up and it's no good. It's up and it is no good. I thought it would be in numerical order, but it turns out the one that they gave me is not, so. Shot is up, no good, off the side of the basket there. Tyler Morris on the rebound. Here comes Jacoby Elder. Starting in this game, by the way, took me by surprise. He hasn't started in a lot of these freshman games, or if any, that we've broadcasted. Elder on the rebound. Here comes Martinez. Up top, Trevin Schaefer. It's up. 3! Trevin Schaefer! Bobcats will call a timeout, and we will be right back. It is 10-2 here in this one. Trevin Schaefer with 2 3-point field goals so far in this game. It's still a very young game and a very young quarter. We'll be right back. Bobcats on top here in Thermopolis. Like welcome back inside of Hot Springs County High School, the Thermopolis Bobcats and the Arapahoe Charter Warriors coming up from Arapahoe, Wyoming, town on the Wind River Indian Reservation. Actually has 2 schools in its borders, the St. Stephen's Indian School and the Arapahoe Charter High School. Also, Arapahoe schools in general, the Arapahoe Middle School and the Arapahoe Charter High School. Arapahoe Middle School known as the Falcons, and the Arapahoe Charter High School known as the Warriors. Both programs actually go by their Arapahoe given names as well. But here back into this game, here comes the Ba'ehiha. Sorry. I know how to pronounce it. It's just I'm having a lot of trouble getting my mouth to get those words out. So again, Arapahoe is still a bit of a foreign tongue to me, so I think I'll get it with time as long as I keep up with the Arapahoe studies. But we got free throws here coming up for the Warriors. Number 23 taking the shots here, Brandon White Eagle. It's up and it's missed. Arapahoe has been struggling a lot today in this one. The first points of the game, I believe, came by I think it was Brandon White Eagle actually that got those first points off of a 2-point shot for Arapahoe. That one is going to go with those free throws. They'll go back to the Bobcats here. They called the timeout, and I don't know what the call is. It looks like it is actually going to be Arapahoe ball. I'm actually super lost. I think they called a technical on the Bobcats. That's the only explanation I can give. He was given lone free throws there. So over there on the far sideline, looks like there's a little bit of disorganization as to what the heck is going on. We will be right back. It looks like a timeout here. Like to welcome you back. The Bahia getting ready to get this one back underway as they will, I think, have possession. Arapahoe called the timeout. And they will be getting this inbounded here very shortly. Arapahoe Bobcats freshman basketball. Coming up on Thursday, we got middle school boys basketball as we travel to Shoshone. Shot is up and it's no good. That one's up and no good either. The Wind River Indian Reservation will be invading Thermopolis all week, actually, as there is actually going to be a varsity game against Wyoming Indian, the defending 2A boys basketball state champions, coming to Hot Springs County to take on the Bobcats. We will not be here, but you can catch that game on KDNO. We'll be in Shoshone for the middle school. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded there by Arapahoe. Number 34, Brett Martell on the rebound there. Holds it over. He's looking, going to try to pass this one behind him. He'll get up near side. This one's taken away as he tried to get it to number 1. Again, we do not have number 1's name at the moment. We will probably try to get that one before the second half starts. We were only given the first 6 or 7. We do know that there is one that is not listed on the roster. Oldman is wearing number 0. We do not know his first name. Kicks this one out. Here comes Colby Deer with it. Had a good night last night against Matizias. This one's taken away. This one's stolen right on back by Martinez. And looks like backcourt violation, and the Arapahoe fans loving what they saw there. I'd like to thank everyone who's come up from Arapahoe to support your, I almost said your Falcons, to support your Warriors. This one tipped, stolen away, down the left side, tries it behind the back there. Ball is loose as Damon Mansfield will keep this one inbounds. Here comes Mansfield moving right side, and a hold. Looks like it might have been on number 35, Nathaniel Antelope. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. I think it was on Antelope. Don't quote me just yet until the scoreboard shows up. Oh, it looks like number 1 was actually charged with that one, his first personal foul. So halfway through the first quarter in this one, we got an inbound coming for the Bobcats, and just heartbreak there for trying to remember who it was, 32. Davian Martinez, I believe it was. As Dante Big Leggins took a seat there for a quick second. So kind of the same thing we saw in Batizzi. A little bit unorganized here in this first quarter, quite frankly. The officiating has had to stop the game twice to try and figure out what the heck's going on. And we also saw this during the middle school game against Batizzi as well. There were quite a little bit of disorganization in that as well. McKenna Bomagen, one of your referees, the former Lady Bobcat star, wearing the zebra stripes today. Shot is up and it is in. By the way, I think this is a technical. It looks like for Arapahoe. So this is this is Jacoby Elder taking the 2 shots, as he'll miss both of them here. Let's remind you, please, if you like what you're seeing here today and you want to see more of it, we cover freshman, JV, we cover middle school, freshman, JV, and varsity basketball. During the fall, we cover middle school and varsity and JV football as well for Thermopolis and select Shoshone Wranglers games as well. Also in the spring, we travel to Worland. We normally do high school soccer, but we're going to see if we can't do middle school soccer as well for the Worland Braves. All of that will be right here on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats, and soon to be voice of the Warriors for like 2 months. Far side, here comes Martinez with it. Martinez passes it far side, number 11 with this one. That is Elder. This one's tipped. Elder gets it right on back. Kicks this one back out to Max Martinez. He'll drive left side, stops, picks up the dribble. Back to Elder as Davian Martinez was in the way there for a second. Damon Mansfield now inside to Colby Deer. Slings on over, skip pass. This one is up for 3. It's up 3! Max Martinez! 13-2. Bobcats on top here against Arapahoe. The Arapahoe team here, the Ba'ehiha really struggling in this one. 13-2. Arapahoe with the ball underneath left side. Shot on its way. It's up in a foul on the shot attempt by Brandon White Eagle. He still has the lone points today for the Ba'ehiha. Shots up, and it's in. Still the exclusive scorer today, Brandon White Eagle, doing a fantastic job so far. Shots up and good. White Eagle will make both of his shots there. 13-4 here in Thermop. Here they go on the far side, going up the right. Bounce pass, and it's in. Davian Martinez gets his first basket of the game. This one's tipped. Colby Deere trying to get a hand on number 1 down there for Arapahoe. Looks like this one will go out of bounds. Good discipline there by Brett Martell to keep a hand off it there. And this will give it back up to the Warriors as Brandon Deramedi and the scorers down there have to shield themselves from the incoming meteor down there. So a little bit of a high pass to try and get that one back to the referee. Good job. I think that referee might have played wide receiver in high school with that kind of grab. That was awesome. Far side here, number 21, Dante Big Leggins. His sister, Shada, had a heck of a game I already forgot their Arapahoe name, for the Ba'esena. She had a really good game there. Now it's time for Dante to shine as well for the Ba'ehiha. Far side. On its way, it's up for Colby Deere, up no good. Rebounded by Damon Mansfield. He'll kick it back out to Elder. Shot up on the fadeaway there, it's up no good. And a whistle for a jump ball as Colby Deere tries to come down with it. Also there for Wyoming Indian was Nathaniel Antelope. 2:02 to go in the first quarter. Nathaniel Antelope will head to the baseline. He'll try to pass this one. I think Big Leggins playing at the point position here for Arapahoe. Coming into the game now for Thermopolis. We got 3 subs. Remember, David King out with illness today. He will not be in today's game. Tipped near side. We also don't seem to have the mystery man from last night. We're in the 54. Near side, here comes White Eagle. Ball's loose down there on the near side. White Eagle picks it up. He's trying to get rid of it, and a timeout by Arapahoe as White Eagle will fall to his knees there. He is in a world of hurt down there on the near side. So timeout Arapahoe. We'll take a quick break. I'm talking you back. The Ba'ehiha getting ready to get back underway in this one. First quarter of action, just under 2 minutes to play. Here comes number 21 with this one. That is Big Leggins. He'll pass it left side here to Brandon White Eagle. Back to Big Leggins, floats it up underneath, taken away. That is Trevin Schaefer on the takeaway for the Bobcats. Had a fantastic game last night against Matitsi. So far has had a good day so far for the Bobcats as well, as this one will go out of bounds and back to, I think, to the Bobcats. 15-4 here in Thermopolis. The Bobcats on top by 11. As we're getting ready to draw the first quarter to an end here with a minute 29 to play here. Nope, a minute 24. Schaefer with it, tries to get it up the far side, he will. Holding it over his head, he'll skip pass over to the left wing. Driving is Trevin Schaefer. Schaefer stops, goes through in the step, and that is going to be a traveling violation on the Bobcats. Great effort, though, by Trevin Schaefer to get into the paint, he's already in the paint, to try and get to the rim there to try and get that two, but fortunately one step too far on that one. Euro step not legal in high school basketball as far as I'm aware. Brandon White Eagle, baseball pass and a wide one there and overshoots him. Well, Arapahoe doesn't have a varsity or they don't even have high school football, I don't think, so got to unleash that quarterback energy somewhere, I guess, but it sails out of bounds. And the Bobcats will have, what the heck is going on now? They're summoning them back over to the baseline. So Weishar calling for an inbound play here. They're going to they're separating from the free throw line, it looks like there. Inside Trevin Schaefer, and that is going to end up being a foul on Arapahoe. Abaheha going to commit their fourth team foul, number 1 with his second personal. This one will not result in free throws, it doesn't look like. However, keep in mind that the Bobcats have put Arapahoe into the bonus, by the way. They do have 5 fouls. Arapahoe 1 foul away from their own bonus. 53 seconds left as that one sails out of bounds on the far side. Arapahoe will get the ball back. And looks like they're going to send Brandon White Eagle to pass this one in for Arapahoe. And, tries to unleash his inner Travis, or not. Actually, no, tried to unleash his inner Xavier Worthy there. Couldn't come down with it, though. 52 seconds to go in the first quarter as that will send Dante Big Leggins to the line. Shot is up and splash. 15-5. Arapahoe draws it within 10 here. Big Leggins getting ready for his second free throw attempt here. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by number 32, Davian Martinez. Number 1 almost got that taken away. Here comes number 10, Trevin Schaefer. Far side with it, behind his back. He'll look, moves back door here to Tyler Morris. Morris tries it far side, taken away. I actually think that was number 23, Brandon White Eagle. Two people we haven't seen into the game yet is Good Lance Lone Bear, Elijah Lugin, and I think we haven't also seen Oldman into the game yet either. 34 seconds to play here until the end of the first quarter. You're watching freshman basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, brought to you by Kirby Consulting and Vesper Chapter 19 of the Order of the Eastern Star. Forgot to shout them out during the girls' game. We apologize for that, although their logo is down there on the screen, so it's not like you missed their ad. On a great rebound there. Shot is up and no good for Brett Martell. Ball still loose. Bobcats pick it up. Trevin Schaefer with a heck of an athletic grab there to keep the ball in bounds. He'll move up the right side. Kicks it back out. Colby Deere wide open. Up and no good. Martinez on the rebound. Davian Martinez up and no good. He'll grab his own rebound. Kicks out to Tyler Morris, and that will conclude the first quarter of action. 15-5, your score here in Thermopolis, as the Arapahoe Warriors trying everything they can to get themselves back in the game. We'll be right back. Thermopolis already has 1 win over Arapahoe in boys freshman competition. They're looking for their second. We'll be back in less than 60 seconds. You're watching the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. Freshman boys basketball returns after a quick break. welcome you back for the start of the second quarter. Freshman boys basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, brought to you by Kirby Consulting, your local elite oil field consulting professional since 2013, serving the Thermopolis and Kirby areas. Shot is up for three! Travis Schaefer! That is 2 3-point field goals on the game for Thermopolis. Trevin Schaefer with both of them. Shot is up for three, and Arapahoe with their own three for Brandon White Eagle. White Eagle still holding exclusivity. He's got 8 points on the day, and that is all 8 so far for Arapahoe. Shot is up and no good as Ammon gave us, tried to go for the shots there. It's rebounded by Arapahoe, number 35, I thought. And an expression of frustration there by Brandon White Eagle as the ball sails out of bounds. He looked extremely upset on that one, thrashing his arms. Trevin Schaefer actually will give it up here. Back on the pass by Deere. Almost got that one taken away by Big Leggins. This ball is loose, taken back here. Here comes Trevin Schaefer. Test the cannon again. It's up. No good. Almost got that one to fall. Number 23, Brandon White Eagle on the rebound. White Eagle near side. Far side to Dante Big Leggins. Up onto the Bobcat head. He'll pass it far side. Swings the ball. Stops, picks up the dribble. He'll pass up to the corner. Now number 35 with it, Nathaniel Antelope. Goes out of bounds there. By the way, we have a student section tonight, so that's awesome to see. Freshman boys basketball. Thermopolis versus, almost said Wind River. Thermopolis versus Arapahoe. Coming into the game looks like Max Martinez, followed by Tyler Morris, and then Jacoby Elder. Shots up three! Brandon White Eagle! Thermopolis starting to slip now. Arapahoe has brought it within 7 actually. Trevin Schaefer gives up underneath here to Tyler Morris. Shot on the inside up on its way. No good. Number 1 on the rebound. Brandon White Eagle tried to get on past Martinez. Tried to get the inside pass there. 6:04 to go in the second quarter. Arapahoe really starting to get, and we talked to Troy Weissar yesterday after the Matitzi game. He said we said this at the top of the show. It's like the boys don't know how to play defense unless they're in a press. They kind of don't have that same energy if they're out of the press. As that one's blocked by Morris. It kind of makes you wonder if maybe they should try to go with the strategy of putting the Bobcats into a full court press, try and get some turnovers there. Out of bounds. This one is going to go on back to the Bobcats. So the baseline play works out for the Bobcats, not so much for Arapahoe. This one's going to go on back. Trevin Schaefer. Here comes Max Martinez down the middle of the floor. Martinez on the volleyball line, dumps it inside. Bounce pass up to Elder. Elder. Now to Trevin Schaefer. Schaefer, wide open Martinez here. He'll go left side. Kicks it back up to Elder. This one taken away by Big Leggins. Left side and a foul as he'll hit the wall hard. Pushes Elder out of the way. And, he was wearing glasses too, so that probably hurt a little bit. 18-11, Big Leggins going to go to the line to shoot 2. This one is up, and it's no good. And the Warriors will have one more coming up here. Shots up, and cha-ching. Big Leggins gets the bank shot to go. 18-12 here. We fixed the scoreboard for you. Here comes Martinez. Far side here to Elder. Elder up on Monument Hill. He'll drive right side. The traveling violation. And Arapahoe Charter, like we said, they're starting to claw their way back. It's a 6-point game here in Thermopolis. It's kind of a similar story with Matitzi last night. Bobcats, they came out to a hot start in that first quarter, and then they kind of fell apart in the second. Then they really got things going back in the third. Here comes Martinez down the right side. Shots up, and it's in. 20-12. Bobcats extend the lead by just a little bit more. And Mansfield falls back there. I try to get it far side. 35 now corner. This one is tipped by Elder. Kept in. Elder on the steal. He'll give this one up to Martinez. And a foul whistle down there by Bommingen. So it looks like a hold. It looks like a hold here on Arapahoe, number 1 with the call. Tosses it up. Here comes Schaefer. Schaefer switches to his left hand. Tosses it up. It's picked out of the air by number 34, Brett Martell, down the right side. Big Leggins with it. Down the left side, number 34, Brett Martell kicks it back out. Pump fakes, tossing it right side, number 21, Dante Big Leggins. And it looks like a violation here on Arapahoe. We'll give it back to the Bobcats, 20-12, and Troy Weiss are going to call a timeout. Bobcats will use their second charge timeout. We'll be right back from inside of Hot Springs County High School. Bobcat timeout, 20-12. Thermop on top. I'd like to welcome you back inside the game here. Elijah Lugin coming into the game now for Arapahoe. We pronounced his name Allegiant earlier. Now I just kind of realized that kind of sounded stupid. Or Elijah, I meant to say. Trevin Schaefer. This one taken away by Big Leggins. Falls to the floor. He'll toss this one up to the far side. And looks like they'll get Elder there on the push there. Brandon White Eagle had possession of the ball there. So once again, Elijah Lugin coming in with his first minutes here. He'll go to the sideline to pass it in. Going off of somewhat of a stack here, I think. We'll give it up inside here to number 35, Nathaniel Antelope. Right side to Big Leggins. Back up to Antelope. Shot on its way for an NBA 3. It's up and it's no good. No good there. He just kind of tossed it up nonchalantly there. Didn't even care, it doesn't look like. And by the way, I think that was, I don't think that was Antelope. I think that was actually, it was either Martell or it was not Big Leggins, but White Eagle. Shot is up, it's no good. Elder on the rebound, tried to give it up to Trevin Schaefer, taken away by Nathaniel Antelope. Big Leggins down the left side. Shots up, no good. Rims out. Near side. Here comes Martinez behind the back. He'll go far side. Schaefer now driving right side. This is Elder. Now to Mansfield. Shots up and a foul. And Brett Martell expressing frustration down there on the key. 3:15 to go in the second. So they did nail Brett Martell for that foul, his second personal. Martell and Antelope will be up there on that second shot for the rebound. Shot on its way from Mansfield. It's up and no good. Checking into the game, number 32, Davian Martinez, and then Colby Deere coming into the game for their next shift here. Mansfield will have his second shot here. It's up, and it is good. And I hear booing coming from the stands. I don't know, or I don't know if it was a boo or a boom, like an explosion off the made free throw. And there they go, a NFL pass there to number 35. Inside is Elijah Lugin. He'll get up right side. Shot is up, and it is in. Swish for Brett Martell. 21-14, a football score here in Thermopolis. Gives up inside. Shot on its way. It's up, and it's no good. Tries it again. That one's up and no good. It's going to end up being a foul here. It doesn't look like it'll result in free throws, though, as they'll send Max Martinez. Gives up to Davian Martinez. He was open there for a second. And this one taken away. Number 21 there down the left side. He's on one-on-one. It's up and it's missed. Grabs the rebound. Up and in. Number 34. Brett Martell. 2 baskets in a row for him now. He's been a really good rebounder today, and he was one of our ones to watch, if you remember. Behind the back here to Elder. Side steps, drives inside. Kicks this one out, drives up the right. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded there by Ammon Gavis. No good there. Colby Deere shot up and no good. Rebounded there by Davian Martinez. Arapahoe is just not able to get any of those defensive boards that they want, and they will call a foul on the black and blue just to add salt to the wound there. These jerseys are a lot easier to read. Arapahoe wearing the black uniforms with the teal numbering. That one's up, a foul. It's up and in. One shot coming up. But Arapahoe wearing the black uniforms, the blue letter or blue numbering and lettering. They have Warriors across the chest, along with the Native American pattern along the shirt, belt, and pants. Arapahoe is moving left to right across your device for this first half. Arapahoe will try to chase this one out. So they're going to call black ball here. So they'll go near sideline, number 23. Brandon White Eagle going to pass it in. They'll try a Hail Mary pass. That one looked like Brady right there, but that is going to end up going back to the Bobcats. Underneath. Shot on its way on the turnaround. Jumper up and in for Davian Martinez. 25-16. We have not been keeping up with the scoreboard, so we apologize for that. It's 25-16, 1:49 to play in the first half of action. Switches over to his left hand here. It's a 9-point game, and this one taken away. Here comes Elder, wide open. Max Martinez, it's up and it's in. And here come the Warriors. They're going to try another baseball pass here. They know the Bobcats been smothering them in the backcourt. They're trying to get rid of it. Up the left side, gets up underneath, blocked! Colby Deere on a heck of a block there. Underneath the right side. Ammon gave us with it. He'll try to give it back up to Elder. And that is going to be a traveling violation on Ammon gave us. Too bad there. 1:17 to go, I think. It's swatted away there. 1:11, sorry. Gets this one almost picked off, and this one is actually taken back by Elder. Elder switches over to his left hand. He'll get up past the mountains. Here comes Max Martinez down the left side. It's up, no good. Davian Martinez on the rebound, and that is going to end up being a jump ball to send it back to Arapahoe. 56 seconds to go. That rhymed. And the Ba-Ehiha with the ball here. They're doing a lot better than the Ba-Esena did, but a hard fall there. That's the third time we've seen him on the ground there, and he's a little slow to get up. He will get up though. He's taken some pretty big poundings today from the hardwood. Shaking out that right hand too. Passing it in will be Elijah Lugin. Gives this one up to the far side. It's tipped. Elder tries to grab the steal there. Will go out of bounds as it ricochets off of Brandon White Eagle. 48 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Martinez with it past the Bobcat head. Martinez pump fakes, passes it right side to Elder. Elder on Monument Hill. He'll drive right side. Shots up and a foul. 2 shots coming up with 40 seconds to play. With that, Elder will go to the line to shoot 2. By the way, Thermopolis into the bonus now, as Arapahoe was into the bonus in the first quarter, although Thermopolis is only 1 foul away from giving it to both teams here, as that first shot is up and in for Elder. If you remember, Jacoby Elder was one of our ones to watch at the top of the show. And that one's up and in. Elder makes both of his shots there. Fantastic job there by the freshman. That's kind of a redundant statement, but to be fair, Arapahoe also has sophomores, juniors, and seniors on their roster, so it's the closest thing to a varsity team that Arapahoe has, because Fort Washakie was kind of the same way too. I think they just played JV or freshman contest, didn't have a proper varsity team. From what I saw on YO Preps, this was their first varsity season. So I think it's only a matter of time before ACHS goes that same route, but timeout here for Arapahoe Charter. We'll be right back. Talking back inside of Hot Springs County High School, home of the Bobcats. Thermopolis Bobcats with their second meeting with the Hanana Ena, as they face Wyoming Indian later this year. I think they played Wind River, which is on the reservation as well. So 2 res teams that the Bobcats have faced. This one's up and in. Shoshone, I think they don't count, because I think that's outside the reservation. Down the right side, shots up, almost got that one to fall. Great work there, though. 3, 2, 1, shot on its way, it's up and no good. 31-16 as the Bobcats will end the half with the lead. And we will step aside for 10 minutes for the halftime break. The Thermopolis Bobcats lead over the Arapahoe Charter School as the Ba'ehiha tried to get themselves back in the game. They've kept it close-ish up to this point. Bobcats end the half with a double-digit lead, though. We'll see how the second half goes. Let's see what adjustments Weishard makes to this freshman team. But other than that, we'll be right back. You are watching Bobcat freshman boys basketball against the Arapahoe Charter Warriors. We'll be back from Thermopolis in just a moment. Like talking back, we're 3/4 of the way through our coverage of freshman basketball tonight against the Arapahoe Charter High School. The Warriors of Arapahoe Charter. And it's been a fun experience today. Butchering pronunciations of Arapahoe names aside, we've been covering the Ba Esena and the Ba Eheha today as well. I think the inflection might be wrong on that boy's name that I just tried to do. So, I think the inflection is probably what's killing me there. We're getting ready to start the third quarter here. This has been a great game so far. Bobcats and Warriors. The Warriors have kept it somewhat close. Bobcats just kind of came out to a 15-point lead toward the end of that half. They were kind of the Warriors got in as close as 7 points, I believe, in that second half. So they're trying to catch up here, but they're not quite there just yet. I think they'll try to turn on the gas a little bit in this second half. But this freshman boys team kind of has been a second half team. Troy Weishar has come in and made those adjustments in the second half, and usually they've worked out pretty well. They blew out Matitsi last night after struggling in the first half, and they're kind of struggling here in the first half of this game as well, but let's see what they got cooking for the second as the Bobcats will get ready to start us out in the third quarter. Arapahoe burned 3 of their timeouts in that first half, so they don't have very many to go. I think they used only one of their full timeouts, and I think everything else was a 30-second. I think they got one full timeout left. Shot is up. Trevin Schaefer up and no good. Schaefer, I think, has buried 2 3-point field goals today. With it now is Ammon gave us. Now the shot is up and blocked as Morris tried to take the shot from the free throw line. Slinging on over to Trevin Schaefer. It's tipped away by number 23. And that was Brandon White Eagle. And this guy has had the most points today for the Arapahoe team as this one's up and in for 3. Brandon White Eagle, obviously the star of the show for Arapahoe in that first half. He got, I think, at least their first 8 points. I stopped keeping track after that, quite honestly, but he's had a pretty good game as White Eagle's shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded down there by Jacoby Elder. He was one of our ones to watch at the top of the broadcast. He has been delivering today. Near side, this one's taken away. White Eagle down the left side, tries to give it up to Big Leggins. And White Eagle kind of letting the frustration get to him a little bit here as he got a little bit of a shove there by number 21, Dante Big Leggins. But Arapahoe's been letting that frustration boil over. They've kind of lost ground since the frustration started setting in. They're not getting the calls that they want. They're not getting the results at the basket that they want. And they're starting to kind of lose their composure a little bit. Kind of noticing that the biggest, the biggest offenders today have been Big Leggins and I'd like to say White Eagle. Just kind of been letting their frustration get ahead of them there as this one is taken back by the Bobcats. Here comes Schaefer trying to escape Brandon White Eagle. This one kept in bounds by Martinez. They'll come down the right side. Ball is loose and out of bounds. Our next broadcast coming up on Thursday. We're heading down to Shoshone, the city that has our logo. Right next to it is a large body of water, the Poison Reservoir. Shot is up and in. 3. It's Elder. But we are heading to Shoshone on Thursday as the middle school boys have an ABC contest against the Shoshone Wranglers. As this one on the right side, shot is up and it's in for Brett Martell. He's had a fantastic day in the paint today as well. Can't forget him. Up the far side, here comes Thermopolis as this one's poked out of bounds, and Schaefer got pretty lucky there that Arapahoe's number 1 had a hand on it there. They'll toss it up. Here comes Trevin Schaefer on the near side. Gives up underneath. Back to Schaefer on the wing. He'll stop. Passes it left side. Here comes Elder penetrating. He'll give it up inside to Morris, it's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Trevin Schaefer. Kicks out to the corner. Martinez on the baseline drive. Gives up to Tyler Morris. Now to Jacoby Elder. Elder bounce pass, and you can tell Arapahoe playing more aggressively on defense with the double teams now too. Shots up and no good on a wide open three. Elder got on the rebound there and took the shot almost immediately. That one's going to go out of bounds and back to Arapahoe. And with that, they will give the ball back to the Eheha. 4:53 to play here in Thermopolis. Shot is up and three! Brandon White Eagle sinking it from downtown. As he has done first couple of shots this game, he's been doing really well. Like we said, got at least the first 8 points before Brett Martell came in and got his points. Gives it inside. Morris kicks it out to Trevin Schaefer on the way up to the basket. It's up and a foul. Check that. Check that, actually. They're going to give this one back to Arapahoe. Bobcats will make some subs as gave us Morris and Elder going to the bench here. And it looks like it'll be an Arapahoe timeout, so we'll take a quick break. You are watching Freshman Boys Basketball on Two-Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. So welcoming back the Arapahoe Warriors and the Thermopolis Bobcats as the Ba'ahiha try to get themselves back in this game. They're starting to a little bit. It is a 16-point game, still behind where they were at half, but 3 earlier by Brandon White Eagle has kind of changed the momentum a little bit here for Arapahoe as we are back underway. With that, Arapahoe only has 1 timeout remaining, so that's a little bit of a stressful thing for the Warriors. They've burned through 4 of their 5. I think they got 1 full timeout left. Gives up underneath, up the right side. It is up and no good for Davian Martinez. By the way, I meant to say 30-second, as that was a 60-second timeout that they just burned. Shot is up, no good. Number 1 on the shot for Arapahoe. Gets it up and tries to get there in a foul. 2 shots coming up there, and I think number 35, Nathaniel Antelope, thinks that probably should have been called a charge. They will go to the line to shoot 2 as Antelope racks up his 2nd personal foul. 3:49 to go here in this third quarter. Shots up, no good. Second shot will be on its way here for Martinez. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded down there by number 34, Brett Martell. He's gotten himself quite a few rebounds in this game so far today. Big man really doing a good job down there in the paint. Here comes number 34 once again. They'll give this one back, and a foul on Thermopolis, it looks like, as they try to give it up to Nathaniel Antelope. So they'll send Antelope up to the sideline. Check that they'll actually give it to number 1 for Arapahoe Charter. Tries to give it up, and big leggings. Miscommunication there. Shots up, and it's in. Max Martinez on the 2. 39-23. Thermopolis growing the lead a little bit here against Arapahoe. They're doing a great job. Big leggings with it. He'll have his back turned. Tries to keep him at arm's length. Far side. Tip taken away. Martinez on the steal. Here comes Colby Deere with it. Tries to skip pass over to Max Martinez. It's up in a loose ball, and this one goes back to Arapahoe as Martinez takes a nasty fall there. 35. Nathan Antelope going to take this one for the inbound. Antelope there on the A up near where that right lane is. He'll pass it in for Arapahoe. Big Leggins with it. Far side gives it up to back to Martell. Martell now backdoor shot is up, no good for White Eagle. This one taken back by Mansfield, Damon Mansfield. Far side with it now, moving right side is Schaefer. Schaefer on the scruff of the Bobcats' neck. Gives up now to Martinez. Martinez slings on over to Max Martinez. Right side, bounce pass underneath to Colby Deere. Kicks it out. Mansfield, 3! Damon Mansfield for 3. That was an extra long one this time. Here comes number 34 with it. This is the big guy down there on the far side, number 34, Brett Martell. He'll pass it left side. Antelope with it. He'll drive right. Still there. Kicks it back up to the corner. And a push here on the Bobcats. This one will stay with the Warriors. As I think that was Antelope or Martell trying to drive there, try and get to the basket. Number 1 will pass it in. Trevin Schaefer racking up his second personal. Second team foul for the Bobcats with 1:54 to play. They'll toss this one into the paint, and this one ripped away. This one's going to end up going back to the Bobcats, though, as Brett Martell tries to get a hand on it there, and he did, but ties it up. It will be Bobcat ball with 1:58 to play. Near side, here comes Martinez with it now into the middle near the Bobcat head. He'll get up to the volleyball attack line here. He'll try a dribble right side. Davian Martinez with it right side. Shot is up on a foul. This one will send him to the line to shoot two as he misses the shot there. 1:49 to go. Actually, it could be 1:44. Yeah, I think that's more like 1:44, isn't it? Yep, yeah. Shot is up. No good. Martinez will have another shot coming up here. Oops, shoot, we forgot to count the basket there for Arapahoe. We apologize. So it's 41-23. I don't know where the heck. So scoreboard is fixed now. Shots up and splash. Far side, here comes Arapahoe up onto the Round Top Mountain, and this one will be taken away. Martinez with the steal, down the left lane, shots up, a foul, it's up and in. And one. And they will count the basket up there. It is 44-23 as Tyler Morris and Ammon Gavus will get set to come back into the game for the Bobcats. Mansfield coming onto the bench for Thermopolis. It looks like they'll also send in Jacoby Elder as Trevin Schaefer heads to the bench there for Thermopolis as well. It looks like Elder might be coming in for, I think, Martinez. Shot is up, and it is no good. It'll go out of bounds. Great save, though, by Colby Deere nonetheless. Better than not trying at all. That was a really good job, though. Bobcats been seizing their chances today, and it is really showing on the scoreboard. Arapahoe with the possession here, as it looks like Martinez will get a water break here. Might have been tugging his jersey there. Gives up onto the far side, up the right, gives up underneath. Shot is up, and it's in. A great basket there by Brett Martell. Brett Martell and Brandon White Eagle have been getting the most points today for Arapahoe. And a push foul there. This one will stay right over there with Thermopolis. As Big Leggins a little frustrated there. So with that, Martell racks up his third personal. Bobcats will inbound it. They'll throw it up top. 1:08 to play in this third quarter. Shot is up. Gave us. It's blocked. Elder with it now. He'll move into the right. Kicks it back out. Wide open shot. It's up. 3! Colby Deere. 47-25. Kicks out right side. Wide open shot. It's up and it's in. Number 34, Brett Martell. Make this a 20-point game. Arapahoe hitting their max here, it looks like, with the defensive points or with the defensive gap. Kicks it out, or tried to kick it out there to Deere. 28 seconds to go here in the third quarter of action here in this freshman boys contest. Moving right side is Dante Bigleggins. Up the left side, shots up, no good. And it looks like a foul. We'll give this one back to Thermop. Looks like a hold here on Arapahoe. We'll give it back to the Bobcats. Guilty culprit was Nathaniel Antelope. He's racked up his fourth personal foul. Also into the bonus now for the remainder of the 18 seconds that are left in the quarter. Thermopolis Bobcats will be going for the 2 free throws with every foul for the rest of this quarter. And going to the line to shoot 2 will be Tyler Morris. 5 team fouls for Arapahoe, 4 personal fouls for Antelope. Shot is up. No good, or it is good, sorry. Well, Antelope tried to ram his way through there, ended up getting called for the foul. Shot on its way, it's up and it's no good. Rebounded here by Elder, it looks like. No, we'll be tied up down there. I thought I also saw Nathaniel Antelope trying to get in there and get the ball away. He's got to be careful with only 1 foul left to spare before he fouls out. There were 2 foul outs in the game against for the girls. I think it was the people that fouled out. I think it was well, shoot, now I can't remember who it was who fouled out for Arapahoe. I know that Sky Griffin actually fouled out for Thermopolis. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. Can't let it go there, and that shot is up and no good for number 21, Dante Bigleggins. And with that, 48-27 at the end of the third quarter. We will be right back for the start of the fourth. Do not go anywhere. You're watching Freshman Boys Basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. I'd like to remind you today's game is brought to you by Kirby Consulting and the Vesper Chapter 19 of the Order of the Eastern Star. We'd like to give a big thanks to everyone who's tuned in this far, whether you're watching from the reservation, from Thermopolis, or from anywhere in the world. We'd like to thank you so much for tuning in to Two Basin Sports Network coverage of the Thermopolis Bobcats and the Arapahoe Warriors. Well, it's been a rough game here, a rough half especially for the Ba-Ehiha as they are getting ready to take their second loss of the season in this freshman season to Thermopolis. Remember, Arapahoe does not play varsity basketball, so this is their varsity, really. Far side, here comes Elder. He'll go to the far side, and this is up the left lane. Ammon gave us a very fair call there by the refs. That was a traveling through and through. That will go back to Arapahoe. Knocks off 10 seconds off the board here. Our next broadcast will be from Shoshone, south of the Wind River Canyon, south of the Boysen Reservoir, connecting the Wind River and the Bighorn River. And this one's swatted away. Here comes number 35 with it. Antelope kicks it back out to Bigleggins. Bigleggins on the left post there. That is going to end up staying there. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Antelope. That one's up and no good. Great effort, though. Bigleggins had an open three there, but he chooses not to take it. Left side, here comes the steal as that's taken away by White Eagle. He's not made very many mistakes today, but that one was pretty costly. Down the right side, here comes the baseline drive by Deere. Kicks it out for three. This one's up. No good by Morris. Far side, number one with it. Gives up to Big Leggins now. He'll take the jump shot. I think this will be for two. It's up and in. Two. Dante Big Leggins hasn't had much of a splash in this game, surprisingly. That's one of very few points he's gotten today. Most of the points they've been scored by Brett Martell and Brandon White Eagle. They've kind of been dominating that guest panel of the scoreboard today. Kicks it out here. Gives it up to Ammon Gavus. Can't do anything from there now. He'll have to pass it up. Now here comes Morris inside. Martinez. It's up and in. Davian Martinez. To get him past the half-century mark here in this one, 50-29. It's a 21-point game. I cannot do math, can I? 35 with it. This one is with Nathaniel Antelope, and it looks like out of bounds. This one will stay with Arapahoe. By the way, there are Arapahoe fans over there on that other side of the bleacher. Remember, for these freshman games, they only do the half bleacher setup. So with that, you can notice the noticeable gap here on that scoreboard, on the floor where the practice court is. Shots up, blocked! Martinez puts a hand on it there. 6:05 to go. This game brought to you by Vesper Chapter 19 of the Order of the Eastern Star, a Masonic fraternal order open to all faiths. Since 1906, serving the communities of Thermopolis in a charitable way. They have done nothing but good for the city of Thermopolis over the last 120 some odd years. Vesper Chapter 19 meets on so sorry. I lost my train of thought. I can't even do an ad shout without messing things up. Vesper Chapter 19 meets every second Saturday on, oddly enough, this is ironic, 521 Arapahoe Street in Thermopolis. Every second Saturday, all faiths welcome. Vesper Chapter 19 is a proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network and the voice of the Bobcats. This one taken away. Here comes Morris, far side. Tosses underneath to Elder. It's out of bounds. Back to Arapahoe there, 52-29. We forgot to count the basket there for Thermopolis on our scoreboard. I think we're too busy doing the ad read. Also like to remind you, today's game is brought to you by Kirby Consulting, Inc., your local elite oil field consulting professional since 2013. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network. Well, I guess Kirby Consulting needs to check out this little oil pipeline here with how slippery this possession's been for Arapahoe. Having trouble holding on to the ball. They'll get the shot up, but it's no good. Number one with this one, 5:19 to go here. Number 10, Trevin Schaefer, charged with his third personal. Gets up underneath. That's not Antelope. Actually, it was Antelope. I'm sorry. Giving up underneath. Here comes Martell. Shot is up, and it's in. Brett Martell to get them into the 30s here. Still a 21-point game for Thermopolis. Not as much of a gap as the girls had, but shot is up. It's no good. Well, when we talked to Troy last night in Matisse, he had some concerns about how the first half was going to go. And to an extent, that did come out true, but they did not struggle nearly as much as they did against Matisse in the first half. They have had a much better second half, though, to their credit. They're getting points on the board. They're playing much better defense than they did in that first half. But something's got to change. This freshman team's got to start putting all four quarters together. Shots up from Mansfield. It's up, and it's no good. Can't get it to fall. Shane Corpening, the varsity head coach, has always said, you got to put all four quarters together. That's what he said when he was coaching middle school football. Well, he still coaches middle school, but when he first started coaching middle school football, that's what he said. You got to put all four quarters together. And this freshman team, they're putting like two together. Obviously it's enough for now, but that is a big problem not to be able to finish all those four quarters. So definitely something they got to work on. The season, there's still like a month left before regionals, so that's something that they need to, hammer out before regionals come around. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded here by Trevin Schaefer. By the way, Brett Martell was sent to the line. We forgot to mention that. 4:18 to go in the game. Kicks this one out. This is Max Martinez with it. It's taken away by White Eagle down the near side. White Eagle with it and a foul. Looks like they might have charged that to Martinez. So this will stay with Arapahoe for the 4th team foul for Thermopolis and the 3rd personal foul for Max Martinez. Number 1 will pass it in for Arapahoe. Shot is up. White Eagle cannot get it to fall. And just kind of playing toss-up down there, trying to get the ball away. But Trevin Schaefer will have this one for the Bobcats. Past the top of the Bobcat head, guarded there by Big Leggins. He's had a pretty good night tonight. Schaefer has down the right side. Kicks this one back out. Colby Deere stops, kicks it back out to Max Martinez. Martinez pump fakes, looking, gives it inside. Kicks this one back out. Martinez pump fakes again. He's going to look to swing. Swings right side, driving right. He finds a hole. Tries to get up to Davian Martinez. This one taken away. 3:24 to go. Arapahoe with it on the far side. Going to be a long bus ride home for the Warriors and Lady Warriors. Back door looked like one of those football pitch plays. And this one taken back by this one staying with the Bobcats off of an attempted steal there, but they'll end up drawing the foul. 3:12 to go. Gives it inside. Number 35 with it. This is Nathaniel Antelope. 4 fouls, by the way. He's got to be careful. Here comes a shot. White Eagle almost got it to go there. And this one will go far side. They'll go near now up top on the top of the Bobcat head. This one's going to be a foul on Arapahoe. 2 shots coming up, their 1st team foul. They've been able to stay clean in this 4th quarter up to this point. 3 minutes left. 4th quarter of action coming up on Thursday. ABC Middle School boys action as the Thermopolis Middle School Bobcats travel down to Shoshone to take on the Wranglers. We'll be live from Shoshone High School, or from the Shoshone schools, I should say, for that action against the Wranglers. Serving both of our markets that day. We'll be serving Thermopolis and Shoshone, so I kind of have to be impartial during that game, don't I? Because technically we're supposed to serve Shoshone as well, but we've only been to 1 Wrangler game, and that was the middle school girls, and apologize to our Shoshone fans for that. Shot is up and it's no good. Well, now that we got a Shoshone business on board for our sponsorships for the middle school, I think it's going to be about high time we start seeking out some of the Shoshone games as well. Down the right side, bounce pass inside, shot is up and it's good. Didn't catch who got the basket on that one. I think that might have been actually Davian Martinez. 2:38 to play in this one. Martinez has built himself a pretty good resume in this game. Big Leggins giving it by. It's going to be back by no choice of his own as White Eagle had a pretty big mistake there. Gives it up now. White Eagle with it down the right side. Shot is up and a foul. It's up no good. 2 shots coming up for Brandon White Eagle. Well, we still have 1 player that hasn't played yet, and that was, I think, Good Lance Lone Bear. Might be the same case as was the David King case. Of course, King not playing in tonight's game due to illness. We were told by Coach Troy Weishar right before the game started. 2:21 to go here. Ammon gave us into the game now. Heading to the bench is Davian Martinez and Colby Deere. Shot is up and good. Looks like into the game again is Tyler Morris. So that is a person back in. Arapahoe still has 1 more timeout to burn here in this game. Next time we see these freshmen will be in Lander in a couple weeks' time. You can check the upcoming streams tab for more information on the tip-off and date for that one. This one on the far side taken away by Arapahoe. White Eagle for 3. It's up. It's no good. Almost taken there by Big Leggins. But it looks like Ammon Gavus had a hand on that instead. I think it's time to deliver our 2 Basin Sports Network player of the game, and I have to say everyone has had their big hand today, but I think I'm going to give this award today to Max Martinez. He is your 2 Basin Sports Network player of the game as this one's taken back. Your honorable mentions today for the Bobcats include Trevin Schaefer, Jacoby Elder, Ammon Gavus, and Damon Mansfield, of course. Your honorable mentions for Arapahoe Charter today include Nathaniel Antelope, Dante Bigleggins, and Brandon White Eagle. Also, Brett Martell, one of your honorable mentions today as well. So once again, your player of the game, number 30, Max Martinez. Although the Bobcats did not make it easy for me to decide on the player of the game. All those honorable mentions for Thermopolis were very close. Trevin Schaefer especially, he's had a really good game today as well. Damon Mansfield drained a 3 earlier. Hasn't had much of production today, but he's been doing good on the defensive side of things today. Can't wait to see what he does against Lander in a week or so. Kicks it back out. Mansfield, speaking of the devil. Here comes Trevin Schaefer for 3. It's up. It's no good. Rebounded here by Arapahoe. 1:22 to play. 34 with it. It's taken away by Mansfield as Brett Martell coughs it up on the near side. Here comes Trevin Schaefer. Tries to skip pass over to Elder. Elder going to fall to the ground there. And he took a hard one, too. And it looks like they're going to give the foul here. Trying to see. I think they might give it to 21 or 23. Actually, yeah, 23. It was Brandon White Eagle with only his second personal today. Although Arapahoe has only committed their second team foul as well, so that's nowhere giving the Bobcats the bonus here. 1 minute to play here in the fourth quarter as the clock ticks down into seconds now. Trevin Schaefer trying to waste some time here. He's moving up to the top side. Gives up to Elder. Now skipping it over to Damon Mansfield. It's up. 3! Damon Mansfield! And Arapahoe with this one again. With it is Bigleggins. He'll try to move far side. Picks up the dribble. Gets it up far side. White Eagle with it. Misses the 3. Bigleggins on the offensive board. Gives up now to Elijah Lugin. Now they'll pass it around the perimeter. White Eagle up again from college range. Almost got to go. Lugin with it. He'll try to dip it up underneath. Ball is loose out of bounds. 13 seconds to go. Oddly enough, number 13, Ammon gave us, tried to chase it down. Getting a much-needed water break over there is Nathaniel Antelope. He's had a good game today, and we got a timeout. I think the Bobcats. That is Arapahoe using their last timeout of the ball game. We'll be right back. You are watching freshman boys basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. I'd like to welcome you back inside of Hot Springs County High School, home of the Bobcats, the Thermopolis Bobcats, and the Arapahoe, Ba-A-Hee-Haw. Ba-A-Hee-Haw. There's a apostrophe there marking a bit of a break there. It's kind of like the rest in a music notation. This one's taken back by the Bobcats there. They will have it with Jacoby Elder. This is going to stay here, I think, with the Bobcats. 7 seconds left. And, well, Arapahoe put up a good fight, especially in that first half, but just wasn't meant to be, as the Bobcats will, I think, sweep the Warriors here in freshman play this year. They had 2 meetings, 1 home and 1 away. 2-1, and that is it. 57-35, the final score, as the Thermopolis Bobcats knock down the Arapahoe Warriors. Congratulations to the Bobcats on a massive win. Troy Weissar has had a really good freshman team to work with this season. And this entire Bobcat freshman team deserves the win. 57-35 was the final here. We'd like to say thank you so much for coming down. Arapahoe, thank you so much for coming down and giving us a good show today. And with that, we give one final greeting here. Hacha na aboton. Hacha nahabothon. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Hacha nabothon. Sorry. I meant to. That's what I messed that up so bad, but that means goodbye or see you later. That's one of two ways to say it, I think, in Arapahoe. But anyway, I tried. No more Arapahoe from me tonight. With that being said, we'd like to say thank you for tuning in. And, of course, we'd like to wish a safe drive home to Arapahoe Charter and the fans coming in from Arapahoe. With that being said, final score of this one, Bobcats 57, Arapahoe Charter 35. And with that being said, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Please drive home safe and do not pet the buffalo. We'll see you in Shoshone on Thursday.